I'm Aiden Bryant.
I'm Garen Rosebro. Welcome back to Tribal Studios. Tribal Studios serves up a new volleyball feature.
Aiden Bryant and Josh Jensen tells us more.
With a new year and a new season, we question what is the team's mentality.
This year's mentality has definitely been let's ball out senior year, last things, like this is your last chance to do as best as you can. And thankfully it has really worked out well for us. We right now have a winning record and we have a good chance in the postseason.
Consistency and energy has been a huge factor in our mentality and just being encouraging to our teammates.
My mentality's been good, just like keep going and have a good attitude about everything.
Volleyball has been spiking the competition, gaining their first win streak in 4 years.
I think it's kind of boosting us with our win streak. It's kind of helping us, keep that energy going for upcoming games.
It's been good, definitely like a mental change for all of us and like a good change for the rest of the season. Leadership has definitely taken over, and I would say in the past years we were really young, and this year we have like an older quote-unquote varsity where it's like we're mostly juniors and seniors, and so we kind of know how to play more together and just like what it takes to actually be in a varsity game and to win it.
I'm Aiden Bryant.
And I'm Josh Jensen.
And this is Tribal Studios.
Aiden Helms and Emma Snyder speak to the 2025 homecoming candidates.
Then, Cooper Tutton dances his way down to the choir room to learn more about Fast Forward.
This year's homecoming court is just as festive as ever. Nominees put in the work to ensure their looks and performance are suitable for a queen.
The biggest challenge is my hair. I have no idea how to do my hair. I'm still stressing out about that, so I'm very scared for what that may look like. If it's bad, no one can judge me. I don't know what it's going to look like yet. But besides that, I know how to do my makeup. I think the dress is also a big issue. I'm really short, so I had to get tailored, and that's kind of expensive.
The process, so it was really scary at first because I don't really like it's not like my first thought to go and be like, hey, vote, nominate me for homecoming court. So I think having friends who also were running was really helpful, because whenever I'd tell people, I'd be like, hey, have you voted for homecoming yet? And then just tell them me and my friends who were running and stuff, and be and not force them to, just asking them, be like, hey, if you haven't voted anybody yet, I'm a choice. And so I think that was kind of the process.
I just talk to people, as long as you're just kind about it and you're not demanding and you're not stealing their computer to vote for you. Just do it and get to know them and make them maybe become their friend too. I don't know. Just basically put yourself out there and don't be scared about it.
I was so excited, and I was in class with Presley, who also got nominated, so I was really nervous before they announced it, and then when they announced that we both got on court together, I was so excited.
I'm running for homecoming queen because my mom had always wanted to be homecoming queen, but she never did. And so I was like, okay, I'll be that for you, so she can get the full experience, but not do it herself.
The homecoming queen of 2025-2026 is Presley Cloud.
My stomach dropped when I heard my name, and I was trying to keep in my excitement. But yeah, I was super excited, and I was trying not to freak out. And I went around a little more and was a lot of people kept talking to me about homecoming. That day I talked to a ton of people about a lot of people came up to me and were like, hey, I voted for you, this person voted for you, and I just talked to a lot of people about it. And so I feel that day I talked to everybody and kind of felt connected.
This is Aiden Helms.
And Emma Snyder.
And this is Tribal Studios.
Willard High School is one of the few schools in the area with a show choir. Fast Forward. The director, Emily Witt, explains exactly what Fast Forward is.
Fast Forward, they are our show choir. They sing and dance and they perform for all of our schools in the Willard district. They also perform sometimes for other locations in the area. Recently, and a few years ago, we were invited to perform for an event that was for all of the teachers in almost the entire state of Missouri that were invited for a professional development event, and it was a really cool event where we got to get on stage and perform for them. So primarily it's for all of the students in the District of Willard though.
Student Colin Patrick gives further insight into what they do in Fast Forward.
Fast forward, we usually have like a theme for our shows. We learn the music. So like right now we're doing like Disney classics, and so we're singing like Friend Like Me, Alice I See the Light from Tangled, like just stuff like that. We learn the songs and then we do dances to them while singing them.
Witt specifies the differences between a normal choir and what Fast Forward does.
Now, there are traditional show choirs, and with traditional show choirs, they do stand on risers, and they do little movements on risers. We are not a traditional show choir, and I think that's what sets Willard apart. We do everything on the floor, and our dances are a lot more intricate. So we have students, they'll be all over the place, they're flipping, they're rolling, so as they're dancing, they're doing a lot more. But that is what a show choir is they will be singing more pop, contemporary, fun music that you maybe hear more on the radio, things like that, or like this year Disney, and then they are dancing to it as they sing.
Student Ellie Hodge details why she chose to join Fast Forward.
I actually was in elementary school, and Fast Forward would come to our assemblies all the time, and I always thought that it was so cool. I wanted to be a part of it. My sophomore year, I needed my arts credit, so I took Music 101. I became closer with Miss Witt, and she told me, hey, audition, you'll make it. So I made Fast Forward my junior year, and then I tried out again at the end of my junior year, and now I'm on the creative team as a senior.
Witt gives details on why Fast Forward was started.
About 30 plus years ago, one of the directors at that time loved show choirs, and show choirs were still very popular and are still very popular, more to the big districts to the north of us in the Kansas City and the St. Louis area, and they're still huge. So those areas, you go up there, show choirs everywhere. And so when she came here to Willard and was teaching, she wanted show choir. She loved it. So she actually started the tradition, and it just kind of became a thing here, and we loved it and we continued it. And every director since, we've all decided we like this, we want to keep it. And all of our students that see it, they like it, they love it. So it's just become a tradition.
Witt explains why she likes teaching Fast Forward.
I watch them and I love getting to see how amazing they are when they're dancing, and getting to watch how they get to piece it together with the music. So I love getting to teach them the music, but then when I get to sit back and watch them add in the choreography to the music, it is just so much fun. I would not change a single thing about what they do.
Fast Forward's next performance will be in November, when the group performs for Willard's elementary and intermediate schools. This is Cooper Sutton.
And this is Chance Wilson
for Tribal Studios.
Garen Roseborough and Veda Stacy hit a hole-in-one with the girls' golf segment.
Aiden Davis and Will Swanson hang out with the FCCLA program and learn more about it.
On October 9th, the girls' golf team competed at Silo Ridge Golf Course for districts. Reagan Jones explains the challenges of playing golf.
The hardest part about golf is the mentality, because after one bad shot, you kind of just want to give up for the rest of the tournament, but you can't do that. And so you just have to be glad that you hit it, because sometimes whenever it goes like 3 feet, I get mad, but at least it did not go behind me. So after a bad hole, I'm kind of mad at myself because of how horrible I played, but that doesn't and shouldn't affect how the rest of the tournament goes. And my coach always tells me to have a good attitude, or else it'll make the whole day just dreadful.
Head golf coach Matt Stone says golf can be a very difficult game to pick up and takes a tremendous amount of time, effort, and patience. As the season went on, they got better each week, and by the end of the season, they were hitting shots they weren't capable of hitting when we started.
Try, because if you're not trying at like the practices or the tryouts, you're not really going to get in. So just show that you're determined.
I think if you have any interest in golf at all, and even if you don't, you should definitely try it, because golf is a very interesting sport. Like it's not necessarily like very difficult, but once you learn how to play, it's just something that you can do as a hobby for the rest of your life.
It's boring for a lot of people, but at the same time, if you're actually doing it, it's not boring. You just gotta like actually try, and it won't be boring.
Just putting around, this is Garen Roseborough
And Veda Stacy And this has been
Tribal Studios.
Look, you ever bought a cookie from the football games?
For that, you have FCCLA to thank.
To someone who's never heard of it, I would say it's all things family and consumer science. So it's it's Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. And the big part of it is doing STAR events, which it's all things family consumer science, from personal finance to nutrition, teaching, sewing, cooking, child development.
High school senior Anna Atkins tells us more about what FCCLA has to offer.
We make and sell lots of cookies. Last year we made a bunch of blankets and stuff for a bunch of different places. So, yeah.
Throughout the time, we do trips where the Missouri State FCCLA puts on like fun workshops we can do around the state. We try to do as much volunteering as we can and give back to the community.
FCCLA does a lot of traveling, but where do they go?
During the school year, we have some industry immersions that the state of Missouri puts on for us. So that is at like the St. Louis Zoo, Six Flags, Silver Dollar City, the Missouri State campus. So we do those because it gives the kids a lot of opportunities to meet new people and see what FCCLA is all about.
We have a conference at Silver Dollar City every year where all of the like the presidents and stuff from each of the different districts go up and do a whole presentation for all the different schools in Missouri who do FCCLA. We got to do the conference and get to meet a whole lot of new people and then go ride rides after.
Let's turn off this oven. I'm Will Swanson.
And I'm Aiden Davis.
This is
Tribal Studios.
Aiden Davis and Preston Williams do a fire segment.
Firefighting is an honorable profession.
There are multiple paths one can take to become a firefighter.
So you're required to get some education in certain fields. There's Fire 102, there's EMS, there's hazmat that you have to have just to get started.
I'm currently in class at OTC for fire science, so I'm going to get my Fire 102 certificate, and then this summer, after I sign my my contract, I'm going to go to basic training for the Army Reserves, and I'm going to be a combat medic. So I'll come back and I'll get my combat EMT and then my paramedics, and then I'll be a full-time firefighter.
There are many who say firefighting is a dying profession.
Michael Patch and Willard Fire Chief had this to say.
I do, and it's not in a bad way. It's more of like community is becoming safer because of different technologies, but firefighting still needs to be a profession that needs to be used.
I mean, there's some truth to that. I'm not going to lie and say that you're going to become a millionaire fighting fire, because you're not. It's for the love of the job and the brotherhood. There definitely is easier ways to make a living. You can definitely get an IT degree and make a couple $100,000 a year sitting in an office typing on a keyboard. But it takes a special breed of person to do this job.
The fire chief gives his advice for the future generation of firefighters.
I would say volunteer, come up and try this job out. Get connected with your community. This is a really good job. It's not like anything you'll do anywhere else. It really beats a desk job or working at McDonald's or anything like that. It's its own caliber of job.
This has been Tribal Studios with Aiden Davis
and Preston Williams, calling it 1042.
I'm Aiden Bryant.
I'm Garen Roseborough. Thank you for watching Tribal Studios.